Economists, recession odds rising quickly. Friday's report on job growth is not looking good. After 6 years of uninterrupted growth, the outlook for the U.S. economy in 2008 has darkened considerably in just the past month. While many economists say it's too soon to know whether a recession is coming, it's more likely than not. Forecasters say the latest economic figures don't look very promising. Obviously, the recession risk is rising sharply, said David Weiss, chief economist at Standard & Poor's. We're getting to near even odds for recession or more in the first half of the year, given the rapid pace of slowing since the sizzling 4.9% annual growth rate logged in last year's third quarter. There is some speculation that the economy may be already slipping into a period of negative growth. Given the lag in the collection and analysis of economic data, it's not unusual for a recession to be underway before statistics confirm it. If there's going to be a recession, it's entirely possible that we are already in it, or just beginning it now, said an economist at Global Insight. We won't know for a while, in 2 or 3 months, looking back from there to the December, January, February numbers. I think it will be evident by then whether or not we've entered a recession. Rising foreclosures and falling home prices have also put something of a damper on consumers, many who have funded a large portion of their spending in recent years with gains on the value of their homes. Coupled with the recent resurgence in energy prices, many consumers are feeling squeezed. Any resulting slowdown in spending could also present the economy with a substantial headwind. The latest bad news came Wednesday with a monthly report on U.S. manufacturing activity from a private research group. The numbers showed a surprise slowdown to the lowest level in almost 5 years. The report follows more bad news from the housing market, which continues to collapse after a prolonged boom that came to an abrupt close last year after years of easy money lending left lenders coping with big losses and millions of borrowers facing foreclosure. New home sales in November, the latest data available, sank to their lowest level in more than 12 years. After months of declining sales and rising inventories of unsold homes, the drop was worse than most people had expected. At the moment, housing activity is just plunging and is a huge drag every quarter on growth. Doesn't look good, no. Higher oil prices could also limit the Fed's rate-cutting options if higher energy prices begin to work their way into the cost of other goods and services and stoke inflation above current levels. The antidote for an outbreak of inflation is usually to raise, not lower rates. That could force the Fed to choose between raising rates to contain inflation and lowering them to promoting growth, a choice made much more difficult by the political pressures of the presidential campaign season. And on top of that, crude oil has gone to $100 a barrel yesterday, a new record. Never before has it reached $100 a barrel, and there are some economists predicting that it will rise to $150 a barrel in 2008. No, this is not good news for the economy. But then again, look at the president we've had ever since 2000. I'm sorry to say, but we had the wrong president, or rather, No, he's not a good president. And it's all coming out now. What you sow is what you reap. And yes, that is a bad president that we've had. We can only pray and hope that we have a good president starting next year. But until then, yes, it's all going to come out. The people of the world, the people of this country, will see, they shall see what kind of president we've really had and what kind of damage he's done to this country. A whole lot of damage. And the damage has already been done. There's more to come. And these are signs of the last days, end times, and there are many of them.